Welcome to the newest episode of Polite Talk, episode 21. Wow, we have made it this far with barely any listeners, but hey, that's fine. Someday, dude. Someday. Um, yeah, so I wanted to talk about why Pokemon Legends Arceus. I should have probably looked at the Nintendo Direct again, introducing this game, because they said it correctly in that Direct. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's Arceus. Anyways, oh man, and now I yawn. But why Pokemon Legends Arceus is my new favorite Pokemon game of all time. So, this is my third straight week in talking about Pokemon stuff. But yeah, it's what's hot right now. It's either that or Elden Ring. But I'm gonna be honest, I have not played Elden Ring. Nor will I probably play it anytime soon. I would like to play it someday because I'm a huge Soulsborne fan. I have played literally every single one, except for Demon Souls, I should say. I have not played Demon Souls, so I should. I guess I just lied because, anyways. But I have played Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. And I guess I haven't played like Sekiro and stuff like that. But basically, I do love the Soulsborne games. I just haven't played all of them. Let's say that. So yeah. But I do really want to play Elden Ring someday. I really would like to. So I don't know if it's gonna be on PC that I play it someday or PS5 maybe someday if I ever get one. Who knows? But yeah. But this episode's not about Elden Ring. It's about Pokemon Legends Arceus. And basically, I freaking love this game, dude. I notice more and more that I very much enjoy exploration in games. Um, it's definitely one of the more satisfying things. Well, I don't. Well, yes. I would say it's one of the more satisfying things for me in a game, besides the progression aspect of a game. I feel like in the sense of like actual progression in terms of like your Pokemon, it doesn't feel like it doesn't have as much of an impact as, for example, like a normal Pokemon game, I would say, and especially not in like a normal turn-based RPG game, like maybe Fire Emblem or Dragon Quest. And so, but the progression of Pokemon's levels is obviously significant, especially when they learn new moves in Arceus. Especially when they learn or can evolve or master a move. But still, it doesn't necessarily feel as impactful, I would say, that, which I'm not saying it's a negative, but it's definitely something I would like to be a little bit more impactful, I guess you could say. But really, I mean, dude, this game is phenomenal. I mean, I know the graphics itself they're not amazing, but they're good enough to the point where it's gorgeous. I mean, there are a lot of times where I'm looking off into the distance, or I'm riding on Weird Ear, or just kind of running in the wild, and I just kind of look at I wanted to say paisajes, which is basically what I'm trying to say, but in Spanish. But the English word isn't coming to me. The landscapes, the areas, into the distance, you can see the places and everything, where you can go, where you want to go, where you are going a little bit better. and it's just cool. You know, it just looks good. It looks good enough to the point where it's like, oh wow, that's beautiful. It's like a beautiful landscape that we are running across right now. You know, and love the fact that Pokemon are literally everywhere. I mean, if it wasn't for the Pokemon being everywhere, this game would definitely, obviously, feel extremely empty. Um, but because there's so much Pokemon everywhere, it feels more alive than like Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I mean, there's in Breath of the Wild, it's gorgeous and it's amazing and it's just absolutely a phenomenal game. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. But I even with the amount of monsters there is in that game right now, they feel kind of repetitive at some point, you know. Um, Age of Calamity kind of like remixed the monster variations up a little bit and added like Fire Moblin, for example. And so that was kind of interesting. Or Fire Hinox, which isn't in Breath of the Wild, not that I know of at least. Um, but yeah, but Legends Arceus, man, it just does a really good job in filling out the map and feeling like everywhere has like a specific like place or you. I don't know. For example, let's take the first area, which I'm kind of spacing on what the name is, unfortunately. But basically, it's like I've marked everywhere on the map where there's an alpha that appears. And I've also noticed that sometimes alphas randomly appear. Like, for example, I ran into a alpha Cricketot the other day. And I was like, what the freak? This guy just pushed me off of, like, knocked me over. And I didn't even realize it was there. And then he just knocked me over. And I was like, what the freak? That's an alpha Cricketot. So I thought that was really interesting. Because, like, there's an alpha Cricketune, like, further from that spot, closer to the water on I guess if the tree is north, then it'd be on the east side of that spot. But it's really cool. It feels very full. It feels like you're always running from something, or you're mining something, or you're collecting something, or you see something you want, or a Pokemon that you want to catch, or sometimes it's a Pokemon you've catched 30 billion times, but you see it's turned around, and so you do the freaking back attack, and just the gorgeous, you know, sound and animation and visual effects, like it's just beautiful every time. You know what I mean? It's just so satisfying. But yeah, the game is so cool, man. It's so much fun, and the story so far. I will say this: I have not beaten the game. I'm not anywhere near close to beating the game, I should say. I'm only like 20 hours in, and so full disclosure, I apologize to all those people that expected me to finish the game or expect me to have the game done before I, you know, throw out opinions about it. But I wanted to talk about it, bro, because I'm super enjoying it. Yeah, it's really, really, really fun. I'm absolutely enjoying it. So far, I've been able to participate in 2 space-time distortion areas, which was really cool. And yeah, I know I still have not learned a lot of the stuff that there is to learn in this game. But I feel like in a general aspect of really learning, like, or what the game is about, the mechanics and just kind of, or at least some of the more basic stuff, I've definitely tasted it and savored it and absolutely love it. Yeah, because again, I'm really, really enjoying the game. It's super fun. It's a really good time. I love the setting of it too. Yeah. And again, I don't mind the graphics. I really don't. I really, really don't. Right now. And the other thing that I really like about this game is that I really don't have a set team. Like, I've got like I've got my 6 Pokemon in my party right now. I don't even know which ones I have right now. But honestly, right now I've got like probably two two Pokemon, only 2 Pokemon that are like mainstays at the moment, and then all the rest of them I'm like training basically, or like trying to get, I don't know, or like I don't know. Basically, I don't have a set team, and I actually really like that. And so, for example, like my for sure guy is my Rowlet, which is now Decidueye, which is dope. And I did go with Rowlet, obviously that line, that starter, which has been really fun. Um, yeah, but I really like the fact that I don't have to just stick to one team. It's very, it's not hard at all to like switch out Pokemon. Like obviously you can't do it where like the more modern games you can just kind of do it on the go. You can switch your Pokemon out on the go. But even then, when you still have to talk to that one guy to have like switch, if you're out in the in an area and you have to talk to that one guy to switch up your Pokemon or release them or move them around or whatever, it still doesn't feel like a chore. You know what I mean? Like even in freaking Sword and Shield or Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or Let's Go, even, it's like switching out your team is, even though it's easier than it's ever been, for some reason feels like a chore. I still don't feel like, oh, I actually want to have 2 teams of 6 that I want to raise. No, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna still have my 6 and that's it. But now it's kind of like, dude, I'm cool with having freaking 12 different Pokemon that I'm switching in between, or more. Like, yeah. And I still don't have a set team. Like, and that's the thing. I don't think I'm going to have a set team in this game. I think I'm just going to have like multiple teams, which is cool. I've never had that happen before ever in a Pokemon game. So I'm really, really like surprised and excited about that. So, yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm really, really enjoying this game. I'm really enjoying it. I knew I was going to since the moment it was announced. And then I know people were talking mad crap on it, like the closer and closer it got to releasing. And for I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's for good reasons. Like, yeah, people were worried. People were worried about the game. And I have a lot of buddies that were like, I don't think I'm going to get it. Eventually, all of us got it. But still, a lot of people were worried about it before it came out. And honestly, yeah, it's still got its problems. I mean, I don't think I've ever experienced a game as glitchy as this one. And I've even played like Kingdoms of Amalur, for example. I don't even know if you guys have ever played that game or even know what it is. But that game was pretty, like, famous for being pretty glitchy. But, dude, this game takes the cake, bro. I mean, its glitchiness is on another level. But it doesn't, like, mess up my enthusiasm or my interactions with the game itself or the world. And so it's just kind of, like, things that kind of, like, pop in and out or, like, move weird, like the grass, for example. A lot of times like move kind of weird or whatever. But again, it's not something that's like super, like it doesn't affect my overall feelings, for the game at all. Not even a little bit. It just really makes me laugh more than anything, to be honest. So anyway, yeah. I am only on the second area, I should also note. I know there's like 7 different areas in this game, or 6. And so I do know I have a lot of game like ahead of me. But again, I'm absolutely excited. So, and the thing is too, it's like and I've talked about this before, but I'm one of those players, bro. I'm a collector, dude. And not necessarily a collector, but I need to explore everything. Everything. There's certain games that are so big that I cannot explore every nook and cranny. But like I am absolutely that kind of player where I just need to fill out the whole map. Like I need to go to every single shaded area so it opens up and like I open up the map more. Like I just need to. That's just the way I am. You know what I mean? And so, and I like to do things step by step by step. And so, like for example, right now my main quest is to like knock some sense into Ursaluna, but I don't want to do that yet. I am still doing side quests. I'm still exploring the map. Like, dude, I'm having a good time doing it. I do not mind at all. I just switched up my whole party basically, and so, and I'm gonna keep exploring. And I've been into two different. I don't know if I think I was gonna mention it, and I basically did it, or I just touched very briefly on this subject. But I've also been into two different distortion like areas, and that was very exciting. That was so cool. I'm sure that there's gonna be like a lot of side quests or whatever or requests that like pop up after when I get back to the village, which I haven't even gotten back to the village yet, but I don't intend to yet. Yeah, the moment I get back to the village, I'm sure there's going to be like space distortion esque, you know, requests that pop up, and I've gathered a lot of crap in those like space distortion areas, which was again, it's been really fun. I'm very interested. I think my buddy mentioned something about, or I heard it in a review or some sort of video about Porygon, how Porygon's like function in the game is very interesting, and he didn't want to spoil it because it's like he wants you to find it out on your own. So I'm excited to figure out why Porygon so far has only appeared in those space distortion areas. So I'm excited to, and that's the thing too. It's like this game has really done a really good job, like creating quests or different like side quests or like objectives or collectibles with like existing Pokemon. Like just now, I barely realized about the whole unknown thing, and yeah, I guess there's unknowns to collect. The freaking the odd keystone or whatever with the Pokemon. What's it called? Oh my gosh, Spiritomb. That is such a cool thing. That is such a cool freaking like collectible that they added. That's such a cool thing that they did. Like I'm so impressed with how thoughtful, like how much thought went into the collectibles and like the gameplay and just the hook of this game in general. It's just very impressive for Pokemon. It really, really is. I'm absolutely just impressed. Like, I don't know if this is maybe a title, at least the idea of it is something they've been working with, like, working on for a very long time. And then maybe, obviously, they didn't have enough time for development, but I'm wondering if, like, they just had a lot of time, like, planning this thing out or something. Because there's a lot of stuff that are so well thought out that I just get blown away every time. I'm serious. Like the unknown and the odd keystone is two things right off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are many more. Yeah. So yeah, again, I'm absolutely enjoying this game. I am loving the characters so far are very fun. They're very vibrant and very memorable, you know, so far. So far, I would say well, I was going to say the Pearl Clan is more memorable. But Adaman definitely is the most like alarming, I guess, of the two. Like he definitely attracts the most attention, let's say. And then I forgot what the girl from the Pearl Clan is called, the leader of it. She's like Iria or something like that. But she's cute, but her outfit's just kind of so boring, like basic, that it's just kind of like whatever. So anyway, I'm excited to keep playing this game. It's really cool. I'm excited to keep learning about the characters and the world itself, and you know, why did Arceus have me come here? And oh, that's another thing, dude. The Arc phone. That is so damn intelligent. Like this whole game is just so freaking intelligent. And I'm sure my mind will get blown even more and more and more as I keep progressing through the story. But again, for now, I'm definitely going to take my time. So I wanted to come out with this video now on like my first initial thoughts of the game, because I know it's going to take me a long time to actually finish it. Mostly because I don't have that much time to play. When I do have time to play, I don't just play Legends Arceus. I play, you know, other games as well, or watch anime, or hang out with friends, or blah blah blah. I do a lot of other stuff. So a review-esque sort of like video for this game won't come out for a long time. So yeah. But again, loving this freaking game, bro. And I'm excited to play more. I really am. So I think that's about it. Yeah. I love the customization as well available in this game. I've honestly just continued with my main Galaxy like uniform from like, you know, that time, not like the pre-order bonus or whatever Galaxy uniform, like the old school like robes that look dope, and then I got this like the woven hat, like looks like a Ronin straw hat, which is freaking dope. And I haven't changed my outfit since, so maybe some cooler outfits will pop up as I keep progressing. But for now, I'm cool with my outfit, bro. It looks dope. But yeah, but anyway, that's basically all my thoughts on the game as of right now. I really don't have cons at all, to be honest. But again, I will reiterate, this is my favorite Pokemon game. Like, for sure. Like, I love the formula of Pokemon. Like, it's always been the same formula, and I've always loved it. And you know, well, every new generation always just kind of dies down a little bit, my enthusiasm, I will say. And more in more recent years, I haven't been as excited. I don't know if necessarily it's been because I feel like they put less and less time into their projects. Mostly because they have so much going on that it's impossible to make like an incredibly, you know, just focus on one project and that's it, you know? And so maybe that might be a reason why I also kind of, you know, I am feeling a little stale with the new Pokemon games. But again, this one has completely revived my adoration for this franchise. And it's really much more, it's probably the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game in a long time, at least from what I can remember. I wanted to say ever, but I don't know if ever, because the magic of all the nostalgia I had as a kid was unforgettable. But I really would say that this is the funnest I've had playing Pokemon. So I really am enjoying it very, very much. But yeah, so again, I talked about this, I believe, in my last video, but I really hope Game Freak with Gen 9 kind of involves more elements of Arceus, or at least a mix of Arceus and a normal line game, you know? Get like a mix of Sword and Shield and Arceus, and I feel like it'll be a much better game than just like another Sword and Shield-esque type game. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I really hope like they do that, you know? Because like, yeah, we just need a little bit more and exploration and freedom in Pokemon. And this And Pokemon Legends Arceus is the epitome of that so far. All we need is Arceus to look better, and I'll be 100% more happy. No, but it's really, really fun. Dude, and if they do more regions, if they do more Arceus-esque type games, oh my gosh, that would be so dope, dude. That would be so dope. With like the other regions, oh my gosh, dude. That would be so cool. Because the thing is, all the villagers talk about the other regions. They've brought up Kanto. They've brought up freaking Galar. They've brought up freaking Alola. Like, dude, everyone's talking about all the other regions, bro. So why the hell not? Why the hell not? So anyway, that's basically it on why this is like my favorite Pokemon game of all time. My new favorite Pokemon game of all time. And yeah, there you have it. Let me know what you think. But besides that, what am I playing right now? Which is probably my favorite segment of this podcast. Obviously Arceus. But also a ton of Dragon Quest VIII, bro. And I know I keep talking about those two games specifically for the last couple episodes, but Dragon Quest VIII is so much fun, dude. I love it. I love it. I love games that... I love grinding. I do. Because, again, what I'm addicted to from RPGs, turn-based RPGs, is the progression. Excuse me. Like, dude, get me a cool progression system or multiple different cool progression systems, and I'm hooked. And that's the thing. It's like in Dragon Quest, especially Dragon Quest VIII, it's cool because you're not just getting stronger by levels, you're also receiving skill points. And it's not like past Dragon Quest games where there's like specific classes that you choose and stuff like that. It's like each character is kind of set in their role. But depending on their weapons that you decide to like basically... Well, it's not all weapons. There's like, for example, Yangus's is called Humanity, I believe. And then Jessica is Sex Appeal. And Angelo is Charisma, I think. And sadly, I don't remember the heroes. But the point is, they have different sort of like skill trees to level up, which is really cool. It's very interesting. But it's another sort of progression that, again, I'm all about. Yeah. And then there's like, it's kind of a progression system, but like the monster teams and stuff like that. I'm still trying to get Mori, so I really hope I can soon because I would like to get Mori on my team. Because the first time I played Dragon Quest VIII, I never got Mori ever. And so I'm really hoping to change that this time around. So we'll see. And the other Dragon Quest game, Dragon Quest VIII, my first playthrough, I never married either. So I'm really wanting to do that this time around. And I will tell you my choice right off the bat. I'm going with Medea. Mostly because she's super cute and she's like super flirty with you and her little... When you're dreaming about her and, you know, you guys are like talking and it's adorable. Well, she's talking. We all know Dragon Quest protagonists are like even more silent than Link. So anyway, but it's a fantastic game. Right now, I'm in the snow area. Freak, what was it called? I don't remember. But basically, Dawwg is now the freaking black dog with the staff in his mouth. And yeah, I actually forgot what happens. So I'm excited to continue playing that. Besides that, I have been actually watching a lot of Black Clover recently, trying to catch up to the episodes so I can finally catch up to the anime, and then I can finally be ready for the movie when it comes out. Jujutsu Kaisen is almost out, I should say, but I don't think I'm going to go watch it because I'm basically really broke. I would like to watch it though, because it looks amazing. And Jujutsu Kaisen is such a good anime. So hopefully I'll be able to watch it soon. Maybe I'll find it on some website or something. Oops, what? But yeah. So anyway, that's basically it in terms of that. I mean, we all know I'm watching Dragon Quest I. That show is amazing. And the manga and the episodes I'm reviewing every week on my personal channel, Dragon Quest Poppy. Check it out if you're interested. Yeah. And then One Piece, as always. One Piece will forever be going on, probably. And I'll always be watching it. So it's a good time. But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's basically it for this episode. So thank you very much for joining me on episode 21 of Polite Talk Podcast. Let me know your thoughts on whatever I talked about today. And we will see you guys next week.